Bum, 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 bum. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I think it's back up. Okay, for those of you tuning in, let's see. Da, 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 da. Ah, yes, Susie B, Tina G, Foxhill Dreams, AK Cindy, Kathleen, Lucy L. Okay, yeah. So I don't know what the hell the problem is. I was getting some assistance from some of you guys remotely. Thank you for these suggestions. I believe it was your boy Ken. Yes, Trump Reaper, this is alive. This is live. Your boy Ken was suggesting I reboot the modem, but if I do that and my son is gaming downstairs, all of a sudden you just hear screams of agony. So I just had to check and make sure that everybody else already did have internets and everybody did have internets. Internets. So anyway, let's see. It's a YouTube thing because Periscope never did this. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I think every once in a while Periscope did occasionally do that. It also could be we're having a storm here. Storm. It's just raining. I don't know. But in any case, where were we? We were talking about inflation. I was saying like accepting inflation as a necessary byproduct of a a well working economy is just something that we might have to accept. Like trying to get your kids to eat their veggies. That's what happened when I crashed. Boom. It was a bad analogy. But anyway, if excuse me, if things go a little haywire, then we can count on the Fed to step in. And let me just get my notes here. Story time, 528. Here we go. We can count on the Fed to raise interest rates. And raising interest rates will stop the economy from overheating and help us stave off what I was talking about earlier, the old idea of recession. We don't want a recession. So uh, so that's the deal with um, that's the deal with inflation. I just thought it was important to get this on the table. You guys are going to be hearing a bunch of stuff about inflation. You're going to hear the GOP pounce on this. You're going to every little indication that the the country is in some kind of financial crisis, they're going to be all over it. They're looking for anything that they can to to pop the bubble of President Biden's so far pretty successful launch to his term as president. So Sheila Bird is hearing thunder, and yes, Trump Reaper, we can finally count on the Fed again. And it helps when you have a group full of adults who are not actively just trying to stuff their own pockets and the pockets of their friends and their rich cronies. And that's what the problem was with the previous administration. I'm not going to be naive and say that Joe Biden doesn't have rich friends. I know he does. But Joe Biden is on some different shit. I will tell you that right now. I'm not ashamed uh, to admit that I am a fan of what he's been doing so far. He wants to be a consequential president. He wants to be transformative in the kind of mold that FDR was. FDR instituted some major reforms to our nation that that with his New Deal that made us what we are today. Let's see. He is not corrupted. That's right. Jennifer Rayner says, build back better and better. Uh, Wilbur McCarthy says, Democrats always have to fix the economy after the Republicans fuck it up. This is true. Um, Sarah B says, raise the interest on my bitcoins. I'll tell you guys this, I don't know a whole lot about Bitcoin. What I do know is rudimentary. They say that Bitcoin is not good for the environment. This is not good. So, but I think cryptocurrency kind of is the thing of the future. You know, if you're looking at long term investments, um, cryptocurrency is probably the easiest way to get in and have some money that have some investments that are going to pay some dividends like in 10 or 20 years. I think the younger you are, the better you are. Like people who invested in Bitcoin like 8 years ago or however long ago it came out and they held on to it. Holy shit, they're millionaires today. That's crazy. Jennifer Rayner says Bitcoin is the bear of currency. The bear of currency. All right, so let me jump right on back into the show. I just finished up this segment here on inflation. I hope you guys like that. Next up, oh, and somebody says, please hit the like button. Gavin Rutherford reminding us to please hit the like button if you are tuning in for part 2 of this segmented show. Yes, Tracy M says Biden inherited a disgrace. Oh shit, Sandra says Bitcoin is down 35% in less than a week. That is scary. Okay, it's now time for. No, I don't have voices. You Raggedy Bish. My voice modulator is not working. Let's see, is that because of this thing here? I'll play with it later. All right, so today's You Raggedy Bish is once again Raggedy Matt Gaetz. Last night, Matt Gaetz was in Dalton, Georgia, giving a speech as part of his America First tour with Raggedy Marjorie Taylor Greene. And here's a snippet from that speech. Wait, let's try that again. Here is a snippet of that speech.
The internet's hall monitors out in Silicon Valley, they think they can suppress us, discourage us. Maybe if you're just a little less patriotic, maybe if you just conform to their way of thinking a little more, that you'll be allowed to participate in the digital world. Well, you know what? Silicon Valley can't cancel this movement, or this rally, or this congressman. We have a Second Amendment in this country, and I think we have an obligation to use it.
So, for those of you who are just awakening from a coma or have been living in a cave with no internet access, just a few days ago, the Silicon Valley that he is referring to just a few days ago suffered a mass shooting attack that killed 8 people plus the damn shooter himself. That's so 9 total, 9 lives. And this guy in front of a crowd full of rowdy Trumpers is touting the Second Amendment. And, you know, there were people who were saying, "Oh no, that video was edited or it was cut. He said more stuff." But you know what, dude? I'm tired of people who want to make excuses for jackasses like Matt Gaetz who want to pop off at the mouth, saying something that they think sounds good to their crowd. You know, some more red meat for the crowd, but don't want to take responsibility for the gravity of their words. Words matter, you know, as we learned from January 6th. Words matter. Some speech is not protected. And yeah, so he didn't he didn't specifically say go out and shoot a Silicon Valley employee, but he just finished saying Silicon Valley bad, Second Amendment good. We have to use our Second Amendment. What is their idea of the Second Amendment? Let's go and shoot up some shit. That's what it is. Don't make this shit complicated. Don't split hairs. Don't say, well, he's not really what he was saying. Yeah, dude, it is exactly what he was saying. He's a politician. If a politician isn't responsible for anything else, they have to be responsible for the weight of their words in front of a group full of people. They must be held accountable. Shit. Why is it so freaking difficult to understand and to hold people accountable? All this cutesy stuff. Well, he didn't really say. Yeah, he did, actually. And yeah, Kathleen Cross is saying, when the hell is this a-hole getting arrested? I'm kind of impatient for that right now because he's decided to team up with the absolute worst. The only other person who you could make an argument for, well, maybe she's worse. Nah, she's not worse than Matt Gaetz, but she's very close to being as bad. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Miss Anti-Semitic, Jewish space laser, crazy QAnon nut job. People like this are raising millions and millions of dollars. And, we often say, the GOP is finished, it's dead. I don't know. Maybe it's not dead. Maybe it's not on life support because nobody is pushing this guy back. No one's pushing Marjorie Taylor Greene back. We're the Democrats. We're saying, yeah, you're wrong. But the responsible adults in the room, there's no responsible adult in the room. Nobody. Nobody pushing this guy back. Nobody coming out and denouncing him. Ever. Because the point of the game is to say things that are as outlandish and as outrageous as possible, like Trump, to keep their base engaged. That's all they care about. He is a pit bull that they send out, to do their dirty work, basically. And if they pull him back, then they're finished. So it's the GOP's idea of politics right now is it's all about say outrageous things, create a news cycle to elevate yourself in the minds and in the eyes of Trump's mindless minions, and keep the money donations flowing in. That's it. That's what they've come down to. They don't want to legislate. They don't want to vote for a January 6th commission. They don't want to vote for infrastructure. They don't want to vote for voting rights. They don't want to vote for anything that is going to help American people or that could possibly make Joe Biden look like he's doing a good job. And he is doing a good job, but they will never, they'll never admit that shit. And that's what I got to say about that. Mm-hmm. Wilbur McCarthy says America first equals America alone equals America last. United we stand, divided we fall. Yes, I thank you for that. Cha-Cha says they want another insurrection. I agree. How can you, they spent years and millions of dollars, raising all holy hell about Benghazi, where 4 people died. In January 6th, more people died, including Capitol Police. Earlier today, Ashley Babbitt was trending on Twitter. Ashley Babbitt, she was the insurrectionist, the terrorist that got shot because she was trying to climb into a window that was busted open in the house. And look, you got guys there pointing guns at you, and you want to continue to climb through that window? Are you stupid? That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I hope another January 6th does not happen because I think if it happens again, it's going to be a lot worse. It's going to be a lot worse. Like this first one, January 6th, was a trial run. That was a trial run. And Amanda Crawford says GQP wants a war. Yeah, they do because they have nothing else. They have nothing. They want chaos and destruction. Anyway, I got time for like this many questions. Three questions to wrap up the show. Let's see. M. Gaetz is saying there's a slow, calculated coup that's happening state to state. You start getting rid of election officials and state secretaries. Yeah, there's a new coup out there. That is an interesting perspective, and yeah, I hadn't heard that, but yeah, that sounds right. Thank you for sharing that, M. Getz. M. Getz. Lee Saunders says, I think it will be sporadic and anywhere, not just the capital. We were concerned about that actually on January 6th, about a lot of different uprisings happening in different state capitals. Wilbur McCarthy says they think that obstruction will work like it did during the Obama administration, and we can't let that happen. I hope they have learned the lessons of the past. Solid Blue Sister with an excellent question wants to know, BDD, are you broadcasting on Memorial Day? The answer is no. No, on Memorial Day we will be barbecuing hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that. We're supposed to have a rainy weekend, so but Monday is supposed to be good. Rainy and cold this weekend. Monday is supposed to be back up to 70s or 80s and sun, so I'm looking forward to that. Tanise says, not sorry, I don't feel bad. She lost her life. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You know, I've heard that saying a lot in the past 6 months. I really do like that. The play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's perfect because it's true. Natalie Bierman, how dare you miss the show? It's okay. What you missed was that I had a really good show going up until about 45 minutes, 40 minutes in, and then I lost the internet. But thank you for popping in. Stella Baxter wants to know, are you planning to watch Army of the Dead on Netflix? The answer is, I did. I did watch it, and I did enjoy it, but wifey and I did not enjoy the ending. That's all I'll say. It was really good, actually. It was very entertaining until the end, and we were like this, like, yeah, oh. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. I'm just gonna say we were disappointed at the ending. That's all I'll say. It's very well shot, very artistically filmed. Just bullshit ass ending. Seriously, bullshit ending. And Stephanie L., if you didn't see my question answered by Solid Blue Sister, the answer is no. I will not be here on Monday. Punxsutawney Mo says there's 2024 Trump flags out there. Oh, Pennsylvania, of course. Yeah, my uncle lives in Pennsylvania, and just driving to his house to visit him, we passed a whole shitload of Trump signs. You know, those the lawn signs. We saw tons of those. On our way to North Kakalaki a few weeks ago, we did see some big old Trump 2020 banners on like old abandoned barns and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. All right, guys, thank you so much for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. And if you got to go out this weekend and you're in the Northeast, bring yourself an umbrella. It's going to be raining. Um, but also make sure you wear your mask. Yeah, just one mask I think should be fine, especially mostly if you're vaccinated. Just wear one mask. If you're not vaccinated, maybe you want to double up. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening and weekend. Go Knicks. Go Knicks. Happy Memorial Day. And I will see you guys same time, same place, better internet connection Tuesday. Tuesday. And that's it. I love you. Peace. Uh. Boom. Happy Memorial Day! Hey! Uh. Watcher Soko, thank you. You know, I really appreciate you guys saying things like this. Watcher Soko reminding us to please don't forget to like both shows. That's part A and part B. Wilbur McCarthy wants to know if the bird of love is the dove, does that make the bird of true love the swallow? Trump Reaper said, "You." That's what I thought he meant. That's what I thought. That's how I talk from New York. Hey! Very important reminder from M. Gaetz to please remember to wear clean underwear. You guys have a wonderful, fantastical Memorial Day weekend. I love you all. And now it's time. You need to leave.